everybody, my name is Maron and welcome to my channel. Today I will bring you another episode of 15 Minutes Friday. This is my weekly segment and last week was the first one I did. And yeah, it is what it sounds like. I am going to build a completely functional house within 15 minutes only. So not a speed build, just 15 minutes real time. And last week was the first time I actually did this. In case you didn't see that yet and you want to check it out, the link will be down below, so take a peek and hit the like button if you do. So for this week's build, I kind of had a vision in mind, which obviously turned out different than I had originally in mind because, well, that's pretty much what happens along building. But I still was able to stick to the color scheme I wanted, which was the black, white, and red. And I decided to go for color schemes with this because usually I stay in my comfort zone, and I thought, well, these 15 minutes builds are kind of a fun way to experiment a little bit more with color and actually to try some new stuff out. So as you can see, I just basically made one big room. That's because I went for an open floor plan, and this house was actually built for a sim that's an aspiring chef. So the first thing I'm going to put down is the kitchen, and what happened is I thought I had the automatic counter thingy turned on. Apparently I didn't. But when you're working on a 15-minute time frame, you get stressed out and, you know, stuff like that happens. But yeah. I did want to include like a red, how do you call it, stove. Because I thought it would be a fun touch. And the same goes pretty much for the fridge because, well, you know, just the little details that matter. Now, I did realize after uploading it to the gallery that I completely forgot about a bin. So there is no way to put your trash out or dump it anywhere. The only thing your Sims are capable of doing is washing the dishes, which I don't actually think is a problem for the Sims. But just in case you're like, where is the trash bin? Well, it's still in buy mode. So feel free to place that one yourself. Now for the dining area, first I actually thought I wanted to put a round table there, but I figured those are probably really big. So I went for the little square one, so at least 4 Sims can come over and eat. I think there is enough room to actually put a slightly bigger table there, so 6 Sims will be seated. But maybe try that out if the bin is in the corner over there, because I had the bin in mind besides the counter. But you can put it pretty much anywhere you like though. So for the living room area, first I actually wanted to make a separate room, so like the living room and the bedroom. But once again, the time actually kind of stressed me out, and I placed another Murphy bed, also because they're available in like so many different color options, and one of them is black, so I just went for the easy way out. Now because of that, I did decide to put down a red coffee table, and the TV is, well, pretty much up the window, which is not completely realistic, but you know, just bear with the game, I guess. And pretty much in this time, I didn't realize I was going this fast as I am right now, so I quickly dumped down a keyboard and some carpets, rugs, just because I wanted to fill up the space a little bit before I did the wallpaper. And because I almost forgot about the lighting last time, I decided to do that right now. So as you can see, I switched a little bit from the TS4 to TS3 camera mode. I know a lot of people actually use the Sims 3 camera mode to tilt the screen. I don't know how you do that, so I might look up a video for that, or if anybody can explain that to me in the comment section, feel free to do so, because I think that would be a lot easier to work with it sometimes. But yeah. For the bathroom, I decided to go as small as I usually do. For me, that means 4 tiles. Now, there are people who actually make bathrooms in 3 tiles and 2 and even 1. But the 1 tile bathroom is kind of grinding my gears a lot because it's too far away from realistic things, I guess, for me. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I think it's really impressive people are actually capable of doing that, and I think if you want to build a super tiny house, that's going to be perfect for you. But it's just not my cup of tea. Now for the walls, I wanted to stick to the color scheme I had, so the red, the black, and the white. But I didn't want to go completely white because I don't know, I felt it was a little bit too bright for the living room area, so I just went for that in the bathroom itself because it's so tiny in there. And you know, put the wood on the wallpaper in the living room, kitchen, sleeping, playroom, hobby thing area house. Now as for the roof, usually with modern builds I do try to go a little bit more experimental or anything like that, as you can also see in the tutorials I have on my channel. But because this was such a time limited option, I went for a simple skylight in the end, which looking back at it, I had enough time to actually use a diagonal roof and make a skylight out of that too, as I've shown in the tutorial, but I didn't realize that at the time building, so yeah, sorry about that. Now last time I actually skipped one piece of wallpaper on the outside, so I really wanted to make sure I had everything covered this time. I did end up putting black on the section that sticks out a little bit. It's not going to work perfectly how I usually have it envisioned because of the trim on the half roof on top, but you know, it's doable for me, and I think it leaves a lot of space to be creative yourself if you want to alter the build or if you want to add a room, and that way you don't really have to think about, okay, how am I going to change this roof and still make it fit. Now as you can see, it's pretty much almost done, which I didn't expect to happen while building, and I was super convinced that I was already like 12-minute time frame right now, but it was only like 7, I think, maybe not even, maybe not like 5, 6, but I did this super fast, and I don't know why, maybe because I had sort of an idea of what I wanted, but it's going to show in the end because I am going to add a little bit more details. Once again, I completely forgot about the trash can, but yeah, sorry about that. But it also made me a little bit hesitant to do more because I was afraid if I was gonna do more on the landscaping or something, that I would start something and not be able to finish it and then leave a semi-finished outside. So I'd rather leave it as bare as I can, and then for you to be able to do anything you want in there. But I might try to add a pool or something in next week's build or the week after that. It depends on what I feel like, but I do think that if it's going to be this fast again, then I'm going to be able to do the inside. I'm gonna try and do something wacky outside. If you have any suggestions, let me know, because I'm willing to try anything within 15 minutes and see how it turns out. If it is a completely failure, then I'm still going to upload it, but you know, just so you know. So for the inside, what I do always try to incorporate is something like a cabinet and at least a fire alarm, especially because there are firefighters now. I have not seen them yet, but they are in the game. So I did not put the fire extinguisher just because I'm going to use this in one of my other save games, because the sim in there is going to be Future Chef, and I think I like the sim that turned out for that. So I'm gonna go YOLO on that one. I don't know exactly what I just said, but sorry. Now one thing I did have to change on last week's build after I finished was to add another wall inside, because if you don't and there are chairs around, then your sims are actually gonna sit on a chair and watch through the Murphy bed. Yeah, I know, they can see through the Murphy bed and watch TV. Yeah, they're gonna watch TV. So what I figured is I have enough time, so in a little bit I'm going to add another wall in there, in the hope that that is going to prevent that weird action your sims are capable of doing somehow. I don't know how they do it, but yeah. And just because I like a little bit more detail, I had enough time for that this time, so there's going to be a coat rack, and I'm adding a few more rugs now. I did want to put the black rug on top, but maybe because I placed that one down first, I'm not able to place it above the others later on. I'm not completely sure if that's the reason, but in this time I stressed out and panicked, and I didn't want to delete them and try it again, which would probably have been faster than this whole jiggling around with the rocks thing. But yeah, I'm clumsy. I'm a bit clumsy. No, I also figured I can still put like how do you call it, a desk over there. I feel like Ariel. What do you call that? Feet. Well, yeah, a desk down, because the other time I thought I put a laptop down and I wanted to have revenge on that, because I ended up putting a desktop on the desk, and I don't know why I did that, but now see, it's a laptop. Yeah. Okay, I'm just way too enthusiastic about a laptop here, but yeah, bear with me. Now I am going to tilt it like this, and there is a way in the Sims 3 camera to do that. And I'm super curious on how, because I have no clue. And I want to know how, because I've seen people do that, and I want to be able to do that. Help me. And I'm rambling. Okay. I don't know how to fill the time right now, because once again I'm stressing out about the time limit. But yeah. I am going to do these weekly. This build is going to be up in the gallery. It already is up in the gallery actually. And once again, I'm super original with the names though, because this one is called Modern Starter. I know, Modern Starter. It is a starter home. I did not check the price of it, but it's really low budget. At least for my builds, it's low budget. I think I recently uploaded a Japanese mountain house, which is almost 1,000,000 simoleons. So yeah. And as you can see, I'm now working on the small skylight over there. I hoped it would have a different impact indoors. It probably depends on the lot you place it in, because this roof is capable of having a pretty fun effect inside. So I hope that whenever you put this in your game, you put it in a lot and that's actually going to be visible. Yeah, because I like those little skylight details. And I think I'm going to place that wall right now, because I was just tilting the camera in the hopes that the alarm would go off. It didn't, so that freaked me out. And oh no, wait, first I'm going to put a little bit more decorations in there. I think like the dishwashing thingy. How do you call that? The dirty dishes. That's it, the dirty dishes. I'm completely blanking out today though. So yeah. And the spoon thingies and the fruit bowl. And after that, I'm going to place the wall. And now I know sometimes you people ask me which pack I use. I don't really pay attention to that, and the reason is because I have all the packs right now. So I could try like a limited pack build. I might do that in the 15 minutes once as well. That's going to be an extra challenge, but I'm up for that. Talking about packs, I am curious about the Nifty Knitting one. I'm not going to be getting it right away, just because I'm currently not in a situation to do so. But I am looking forward to it, and maybe even get it around Christmas time or something like that, or you know, get lucky before that and buy it anyway. Now this extra wall I entered, just because I hope this is going to prevent my Sims from doing that. Watching the TV through the Murphy bed thing. I don't know how to do that though. I mean, are you able to sit in a chair and then look through a closet system? I'm not. I mean, the Sims are. They're magical. One thing I always forget about the Murphy beds though is that the bigger ones actually come with the bookcase. So I placed down another bookcase thingy, but you're not, you don't really need that one. But yeah, that's it for today. This was my 15-minute Friday of this week, and I hope you like it. If you do, please check out my gallery. It's MarronStone, and this one's going to be up there called Modern Starter. Hope to see you around next time. Oh, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Bye!